Anything Goes podcast, man. Here with your boy Sean Peoples. I'm here with my brother Demby. There with my brother Mr. Reza. And we got another exciting topic. I guess it's not that exciting. It's kind of serious. But people, if you like our movement, if you like what we got going on, subscribe, comment, share. Subscribe, comment, share. Yo, my brothers, how we doing? Everything good?
Yeah, man. Blessings, brother. Blessings, you know.
Yeah. There, man. Everything good, man. Thanks and praise. Same way.
You know what I like, man? I like for people to start taking responsibility for their actions. I'd like for people to start, stop acting like they don't know that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and stop just pretending like it's all good and blaming everybody else for stuff that they did. So in the case of Mavado and the situation with his son, is Mavado to be blamed for what's going on with his kid? Or is his kid just a rebel? Or is it the system just wanted Mavado, so instead they went and got his kid? What do we think, Mr. Razor?
Well, I think Mavado is to be blamed. I don't know, how he raised his kid or to the extent, but I can only put myself in a shoes to where if I had my son and he was on the street, what I would do. Mm-hmm. So I can look at that as an example, and I could, don't want to cast any judgment, but to me, it didn't look like he did what he was supposed to do. He wasn't there because if his son would have been occupied doing productive thing,
stuff kids should be doing.
Yeah.
Chasing girls, playing sports, getting his lessons, probably getting about 6 or 7 subjects in school.
Right. Then, he wouldn't be in this predicament right now. He should not be thinking about gangbanging in the street, or doing something to harm someone else. That's just the wrong mentality. That's the wrong thinking. And he paid the ultimate price for it. Well, not the ultimate price, but a serious price.
I mean, as a father, that's kind of, I would agree with you. That's the ultimate price.
Yeah.
Because I said this before, and I'll always say it again: for you to beat the ghetto, and for the ghetto to come back and beat your kid.
Yeah.
How
Right.
How does that even make sense?
Well, it really doesn't make sense, but to explain it to the best of my ability, I would say that I think Mavado, being at the time that this occurred when that kid was about 17?
I think he was 16.
16, around that age, so I put most blame on Mavado, if not all, because on the parents, because at that age, that's still a child making an adult decision based off
that he
shouldn't be making, and that's based off the upbringing. And being that Mavado was somebody who was in the limelight and is a DJ who has exposure, sometimes it might take away from him raising his kid.
Possibly.
And
but I still wouldn't give it to him.
The blame?
No, giving him a leeway on.
Oh no!
Not giving him.
Not giving him a leeway. No, not at all. Absolutely not. We're not giving him a leeway. I figured he would really try to step up and be a part of him youth decision making. Now, if the youth act on his own, then that's just a distrust that the youth might have with his father, which is still fall back on the father. Because I feel like anything my son do as a minor, a teenager, a lower teenager and a minor is my fault. Whether I'm present or not, I take full culpability for it.
Saying he's a representative of you.
Definitely, because I can rule with an iron fist, or I can try my best to continue to teach them. Now, I've seen situations where a kid that was raised by his father, and really and truly the father put a lot of emphasis on raising his kids, and the kid end up going to prison. you know, following
I
company.
remember hearing
So
this story. Yeah,
yeah, so I've seen it where, you know, and I
kid can rebel.
can rebel and do stuff that is silly. So, and I know this person. Matter of fact, it's a couple of people I know, and I know that they are great fathers.
But do these people have a superstar lifestyle that have enough money that probably can take their kids out of the
Not at
ghetto?
all, not at all,
Okay,
not at
see,
all.
that's
So
the difference.
right,
Yeah.
and that's right, and that's the thing where, you know, I agree. You know, I agree with you on that, and I think that is a very unfortunate situation.
Very.
And this notion that, like, I know a lot of people who are in a superstar mentality who raising their kids always focus on being a dad first. Celebrity comes last. Being a dad is the ultimate goal when you have kids,
True.
Yeah.
you know, and I feel like I think the dad role was neglected, and I stood to be corrected. If anybody disagree, that's fine. But to me, when your son commits such a heinous crime, I think that the dad role in that kid life was neglected, and hence, you know, you have the result that you have now, where a kid is doing 22 years in prison at the age of 18.
How you doing life?
Alive,
Yes,
22 for
yes,
before
22
parole,
before
22
he's
before parole,
considered.
Yeah.
before he's
Yes,
considered to be eligible for parole.
yeah.
So life in prison. Now you tell me, that's a crying shame. That is a crying shame.
Utter failure on the behalf of the parent, wouldn't we say?
Right. It is. It is. It is a failure on behalf of the parent, our parents, and you know it is tough. But as tough as you might look at it, you have to look at the people who were victims,
Yeah.
the family
that-
people who are
and-
victims.
And I said that too. That with the family on the
Opposite.
the statement that I put out. when
Right,
it
the first, right.
happened. I said that I have to send condolences to the family and the friends of the young man who lost his life, because you know a life was taken, and we can't speculate anymore because Jamaica government said it was Mavado's son that killed him. They said it was Dante Brooks.
Yeah.
So even I don't know the case now. You know, I wasn't a prosecutor. I wasn't on the jury, so I haven't seen all the evidence. But I've heard what the father said, and it sounds very compelling to me. That when the father said the money even I try to cut off his son's neck, and to me, the idiocracy of these guys were to go in a house to kill a man's son and then to leave out with a witness there doesn't. I mean, what does that tell us?
You, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I don't get that.
I
Yeah,
think
that-
it's just brash movements based off someone father being a celebrity and thinking that this is
can
not
do
a
what
big
they
deal.
wanna
You
do.
can do what you
They're
want to
on-
do.
they're
And the money will
untouchable.
cover you.
And the money will
secure.
cover you.
So what I say, he probably been doing a whole bunch of gangster stuff before, and Mavado money has been saving him.
Has been saving him, and maybe he got away with it.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. You cannot commit murder and think that you're going to get away with that.
Like for you to be as brush,
Right.
to be there to try to cut off the man's neck after I want to kill him in front of him father, that
Yeah, that's
That
outrageous.
is listen to me.
Yeah,
that's
that's outrageous.
That's outrageous, man. That's
This-
a dangerous act. So I you know, I'm saddened by it. And, you know, sometimes I'm lost for words when it comes to stuff like that, where you can imagine that a 16-year-old can really and truly have these kind of ill intentions towards another human being. That changes your whole statue from being a man, a human, to being a barbarian.
monster.
And a monster, to for lack of a better word, because now you doing things like these. What do you really think could possibly happen to you? How can you actually, in your frame of mind, as a child or as an adult, think that you can murder somebody, cut off their head, and then feel like you should be walking around people of the ilk of normal? It cannot be normal anymore.
Very barbaric to me.
I am stuck in a place of thinking, is the system in Jamaica so corrupt and far-fetched that they normal superstar son or family member can think that they can commit murder and nothing can happen to them?
Nothing. Obviously that played a big role to me because he felt like he could get away with it. The money, the fame, and they see stuff from a different view because I'm like, okay, daddy's gonna save me. Daddy money is big, is tall. So daddy's gonna save me. When in actuality this kid should have been, learning how to even be a manager, something to his father.
Yeah.
You know?
He should have been maybe being the road manager,
Yeah.
getting ready to run.
Yeah,
Move
yeah.
out of some buildings down
Buildings,
there where
yeah.
he's supposed to be like maybe be a manager of the
Renting, yeah.
buildings. In fact, he shouldn't even be in Jamaica. Because the story is that Mavado, something happened with the kid and Mavado went to Cassava Piece to confront the person and they shot off of him.
And
So
then run.
that's why them go kill him. That's what it's been saying. Even on the court documents, that's what they're
was
saying,
said.
the justification of the murder. And I've heard that from many people in Jamaica.
Right.
Don't know if it's true. Don't know if cause I was not
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
like I
yeah.
said, but I'm just repeating what I've heard. And many of people has heard this. So we don't want the gully fans to come in the comment section and get outrageous and
Just
crazy. But
yeah.
the fact of the matter is that
Somebody was murdered.
Mavado feel like his son is being targeted. And that's how people always feel when they do something. They always feel like they're being targeted.
But what kind of target can it be when your kid murders somebody?
Yeah, and if you're saying that your kid didn't do it, I mean, where's the proof? It seems like all the proof that he did do it.
Do it, yeah.
Yeah.
So and you got to look at that too because he the proof pointing towards him, and there's no denying it that he did do the crime, and now he's in jail, and I'm pretty sure he have a whole lifetime to think about what he could have done differently.
And him an artist. So
Yeah.
He can't write no songs when him in
Yeah,
there.
right, no son.
I seen a picture of him that remember me and in the interview when me and Fancy Cat was talking. And I was like, he has an interview with he smiling and throwing up signs in jail. And Fancy Cat I say if him would have ball every step of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you see, sometimes, you don't understand the depths of the water that you're treading, and it's only gonna get deeper. Now, the thing is, he got life, so he can create an environment and live in an environment where his dad can go visit him and his mother and his
Well,
siblings.
his dad hasn't been back to Jamaica since they have issued
Well, that's
a
another
warrant for
story.
questioning for him. So.
Yeah.
Right, so that's
I don't know
another
how he's
story.
gonna visit him.
Right.
But even the mother funeral don't look like he's gonna be
Okay,
able to
yeah.
be because the 9-night I seen Bounty Killer and other artists at his mother's 9-night, but he wasn't there.
It was
Right,
He
so
was on the phone with Bounty Killer, and I guess him and Bounty Killer have mend their friendship back together. But my father in a sticky situation, and to not have any closure of your mother's funeral, and to not be able to be there in the presence of your child while he's going through this, is gonna probably haunt you in the long run.
Yeah.
right, I mean, it should haunt him, but I just feel like those situations are just very, very odd and crazy. That's why badness don't pay. It never pays off. Never pays off for anybody. But but like I was saying, though, at least maybe sometime he can straighten up everything and get back to Jamaica, or maybe whoever went to go visit, clear his name.
Maybe his son isn't guilty.
Maybe that.
Or the
So-
government trying to frame another artist, Vice Cartel, Tommy Lee, Laden. Maybe the government is systematically trying to stop dancehall artists from bringing revenues into the country to help the country. I don't know.
Yeah, could be.
Anything could be possible.
Yeah.
But the thing I was saying, and I'll just say this: Mavado can still talk to his son on the phone. That person that he killed can never be
can't,
spoken
yeah.
to their family again.
Again,
So even as harsh as the punishment may seem, it far outdoes the punishment of the victim.
definitely.
The victim family now will always have to weep and mourn in distress as far as their child is deceased.
Yeah.
Very
And
true.
that is very sad.
Yeah.
Very,
Very
sad.
sad. Very, very, very sad. I think that you are absolutely right with that. And at a point where we have to think all these conspiracies that throw around in Jamaica. You know, Jamaica is a place with a lot of conspiracies all the time.
Yes, it is.
And it could be possible that any of these things are possible. But it seems like Mavado son just got himself into the wrong situation around the wrong set of people, and it's gonna cost him his freedom.
And I think you're very right with that. That had he had the right people that's surrounding him, I don't think this happens.
No, I don't think so either.
You know,
I think that if Mavado took him out of the area that he was in, and he probably did, you know. He might have did.
Yeah.
So we're just assuming we're speaking from a place of we don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel like at a point, Mavado probably should have done a little bit more. Because I don't know what he did if he... Because, you know, sometimes you have some bad kids.
Yeah.
And no matter where you try to, the kids, them just...
Nah,
I agree. No, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah,
I
yeah,
agree.
yeah.
So I don't want to completely blame Mavado for something what maybe he's been trying to rear that child the whole time or try to keep that kid out of trouble. And him just can't seem to stay out of trouble. Because you do have kids like that. But it seems as if a catch was dropped and it was dropped by the parents. That's all we're saying.
Totally
You're
agree.
right. I totally agree.
So, you know, in closing, I would like to say that people make sure that you're instrumental in your kid's life. Because all of my friends, them, you know, including all of us here, we are very instrumental in our kids' life. Our parents that make sure that our kids are well taken care of. We're there for more than just discipline. We're there for structure. We're there for love. We're there for strength, and we're there to teach them what's right, what's wrong, what's good, what's bad.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely, yeah.
you know, not saying that Mavado didn't do any of these things, but it seems like
The result,
Yeah.
the result is based off, you know, people drawing their own conclusions. And being that he's a public figure, we're going to speak on it based on how we see
definitely,
fit, you know.
What we
and
see.
that's what we're here to do.
Yeah.
You will call us vloggers or whatever you want to call us, but we are here to give you our opinion. This is what our show is based on. It's an opinion-based show.
Sure.
We
Right.
give our opinions.
Yeah.
And our opinion is that a catch was dropped somewhere and it was a big catch and it cost them the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause
So,
them is
We're
freedom.
talking
Yeah.
about the game of life and freedom.
Yes. So, you know, we're gonna close out on this one and say, yo, our condolences is to Chillups or whatever the guy name that lost his life. And we want to say if Mavado's son isn't guilty, then we hope that the law will find out that he isn't guilty, release him and convict the murderers of
Who
the
did it?
Right,
of
of
the
this
crime.
case, yeah.
But if he is guilty, he should stay in jail and rot there for taking a man's life so egregiously as they describe him.
As so stated, yeah.
Yeah. So we just want to say thanks to all the supporters. My brothers, do you have anything to say to the supporters?
Supporters, appreciate all of it. Appreciate the like, the share, the subscriptions. It's been, and the comments is wonderful. So I'm in the comments, checking in, you know, replying, and continue to support us as we try to support you guys by bringing all the necessary information or some laughter maybe.
Yeah.
You know, so we're trying to bring everything that to cheer your day. It might be news, it might be current event, it might be laughter, but rest assured, we're coming as authentic as we can be, and we're giving out you some information.
Yes, yes, yes. Like, subscribe, and share. And like you said, we're in the comment box, and we're going to reply to the comments. So, like, subscribe, and share.
Yeah. And I'll tell you that the love that we're receiving so far is overwhelming for a young channel. That the views that we're getting, the hours that we're picking up, the subscribers that we have picked up in such a short time. I really appreciate everything that you guys have done for us so far. And trust me, we're not going to let you down. We're going to keep pumping our content. We're going to keep doing, you guys asked to see us, and we made it happen. It was an audio thing, and now you can visually see us. So you asked to see us.
Here we are.
So keep showing us the love, keep showing us the support, and we'll keep giving you the best information we can give you. Keep giving you some laughters for your day. Keep trying to make you enjoy as much as life as we can help you to enjoy as possible. And once again, this is the Anything Goes podcast, man. I'm your boy, Sean Peoples. It's my brother, Demby. It's my brother, Mr. Reza. It's a family thing, man. We're here. Please, do what you need to do to help us get to where we need to get to by liking, subscribing, sharing, and, spreading the word about us. So, man, we got to get out of here, my brothers. It's been fun.